Let's talk about slut shaming. It's hard to say slut. Slut. Y'all, it's your boy Beasley here. Hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. Before I start this video, I didn't even realize that I made it to over 100 subscribers. So that is just a blessing to me. Like, oh my gosh, you guys like me. You really like me. Because if you wouldn't be here. So thank you guys for sticking with me. It's going to be a ride. Thank you. Shout out to Ashley Miller, who gave me that shout out that boosted my visibility. And also shout out to Queen Lovely Speaks. If you guys haven't heard about Queen Lovely Speaks, she is an amazing YouTuber that gives very insightful content on these celebrities. And she is just the most intuitive person that I know, so go ahead and give her show a good old peek. So for those of you who've been living under a rock, if you don't know who Chloe Bailey is one half and I believe the older sister of Hallie. ChloexHalle is the group. They are Beyonce's proteges. Well, one of Beyonce's proteges. I'm going to do a video about the other one who's slacking off, if you know who I'm talking about. But they are Beyonce's proteges, and they are an amazing, talented duo. They can, honestly, out of all the young girls, out of all the young R&B artists, I don't know if you would consider them R&B. They're kind of like an R&B pop mashup to me. But out of all the girls, their voices are just like absolute powerhouses. And you know, Hallie, she is going to be the live action version of Ariel, the Little Mermaid. And Chloe, she's off doing her own thing. But her doing her own thing has caused a lot of controversy. So let's discuss. So if you guys have been keeping your ear and eyes to the social media streets, you would know that there was a busted challenge that started on I believe it was either Instagram or TikTok, one of the two. But Busted is that one song from Erica Banks, and if you don't know her, she is a local Houston talent. I'm starting to listen to her music. She's basically the girl that Megan Thee Stallion's old record label was trying to get to replace her, but I'm not even going to discredit her because the girl is talented on her own right, and she is going to be doing big things as well. But that Busted challenge started, and Chloe, I believe, is the person that set up the whole entire challenge. She, you know, it was like a video of her in her robe, you know, kind of dancing, because the beginning of the song starts with Nelly's Hot in Here, and then it breaks down into Erica Banks' song. So whenever she broke down to the busted part of the song, she was wearing like this crop top with this long flowing skirt that had slits up the thighs, and she was just dropping it down low, picked it back up, and she looked absolutely amazing. And I feel like Chloe is the person that really got that song to really just go out and chart. She also got a lot of people doing the social media challenge. And overall, she was doing great, but then it all came crashing down due to, you know, the Black Women Police. And I call them the Black Women Police because they are the ones, both men and women, that are policing Black women's bodies. If you find any type of hate in what Chloe put on her social media as a grown woman, ask yourself two things. One, am I jealous of Chloe? Or two, am I mad at her because she was supposed to be the example of classiness? And you know, a lot of people, for one, have an issue with her flaunting what she has on her Instagram because, let's keep it real, today's female artists, mainly like the female rappers, they're all overtly sexualized. They're all overtly sexualized. They're all wearing the Fashion Nova fit. They all have the fat transfer, the 22 inches of weave. They all have that stripper aesthetic to them. And Chloe and Hallie were the antithesis to that. I mean, granted, they aren't even rappers, but they were always, quote unquote, like covered up because they were introduced to us as kids. So a lot of people are having a hard time seeing these women as grown adults who are both 21 and 22 years old. They can both drink and go to the club now. They could both party and parlay and really just get out there and do what they want to do. But people are having a hard time adjusting to that because they were introduced to us as basically Disney kids with no Disney. Like that's what we are having, not we, but that's what a lot of people are having a hard time getting in their head that no, these girls are grown now. And it's the fact that you girls were finally we have these classy girls that are really just raw, like talented, like they're singers, they have vocals, and they can also produce and write their own music. And on top of that, they have a good, wholesome image that is going to be perpetrated to the young girls so they can look up to them, so they can have a nice cookie cutter role model to look up to. But half of the population that had a problem with Chloe is just having a hard time realizing the fact that this is a grown-ass woman here. Like, this is somebody that is really stepping into her cunt and really just feeling herself and really just embracing that. I want to say embracing that divine femininity, just really just stepping into it, just jiving, just looking good. She feeling sexy, she feeling fly. But she's not able to feel that because a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people have a problem with somebody saying that they're fine, somebody knowing that they're fine, somebody really just acting like, yeah, I got it, yeah, I'm that bitch. And I think it also translates into jealousy. I see a lot of women, probably women of an older age, they could be jealous of Chloe. They could be jealous of her really embracing her curves and really embracing like her natural self and being her authentic self. And it's like, I want to say, like, I'm probably running on a tangent, but I feel like it has to do with jealousy, and it has to do with the fact that, like, you're classy, don't do that. Like, you don't be a city girl, you can just be yourself. Like, be you. Like, don't deviate from this classy archetype that we put you in. Don't deviate from the box that society puts you in. And that's what Chloe is doing to some people. And that's what caused backlash. People called her all types of bitches, hoes, and sluts just because she's doing what all the other girls are out here doing. Like, make it make sense. You guys need to get over it. Not everybody is going to mold into the person that you think they are. At the end of the day, these celebrities are all human. Like, why do we have to basically sit here and tell this girl how to live her life? Like, who are you? Are you her mom? Are you her adult? And even then, I bet you her parents are like laughing all the way to the bank, cheering her on. So where is the real issue here? I believe if you have an issue with Chloe, that issue relies in you. You need to do some self-reflection, and you need to be like, why do I feel this way towards this young girl twerking and busting it down wide open on the Instagram? Why do I feel this way? That's what you need to do. Because overall, the problem is you, not her. Moral of the story, don't fuck with Beyonce's babies, bitch, because we'll choke the shit out of you. But those are my views on the whole situation. Leave Chloe alone. She doesn't owe anything to y'all. The girl is sexy, just flawlessly gorgeous, out here really just doing the damn thing. And I really think that she is going to, I hate to feel the rumors, but I think when in due time, when them two get older, probably like mid to late 20s, they're going to kind of like branch off and do their own thing. But, you know, because, you know, these days groups don't really last like that. But, you know, they're sisters. They'll eventually come back together at some point. But overall, the opportunities are endless for you girls, and I am in for the ride. This made me an instant fan. I never really paid much attention to them until the Do It song, but I'm going off on a tangent here, but I think I mainly didn't really pay attention to Chloe and Hallie because their music, it was great, but it just wasn't for me. Like, it was kind of like, it was like an upper echelon version of like kids bop music. And now that they're kind of like catering more towards the adult markets, now I can fully fuck with them. And now I see what Beyonce was doing with them. And, you know, Beyonce, everything she does is correct. Well, everything she does is correct. But those are my views on the whole situation. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to come at you guys with some more content. So stay tuned.